freshly minted MBA from INSEAD, you're going to have huge opportunity to practice strategy if you're willing to go and get engaged across the region. I call myself a Sherpa sometimes when I'm working with my clients. There's a whole bunch of guidance and knowledge that you need to move them along the path to reinvention. Not easy to do. And then once you get them there, it's still only the first step, because it's really kind of the end of the beginning, and then you've got all that other stuff that you've got to do to get adoption, to make sure that the business case that you propagated a year ago comes to fruition, et cetera, et cetera. So all of that requires very long-term relationships. So with what we believe at IBM is we're focusing on, obviously, on strategy, on kind of building these new experiences. We have a very good interactive experience studio here in Singapore. I believe it's one of 35 or so studios globally. And then our technology depth and acumen. That's probably what we're most kind of known for globally. But we have all this other aspects that we add kind of to the core to make a compelling offering in the marketplace. So we have 3 growth platforms. Up at the top, digital strategy and IX. And we have cognitive process transformation and cloud application and innovation. So I talked to you earlier about us being a full-service, one-stop provider for our clients. And we've had to do this because this kind of reflects, the tip of the spear, the middle, and the end. We're a consulting services company, so our assets are our people, right? And so we need to keep them, motivated and engaged, trained, world-class, and ultimately kind of passionate about the work we do. Because if we're the evangelists of change and we're the guys driving out front, we've got to believe in it ourselves, right? And when I lead my teams, I ensure that that does happen. And then my experience at the bank, at CM Commercial, has been very broad-based. So we started off with a tiny project in the bank assurance channel, and we expanded across the whole bank. We went into retail. We ended up transforming the way they onboard customers in retail. In Thailand, they had an average onboarding time of almost 30 minutes for a brand new customer. We were able to reduce it down to 7.5 minutes over the period of just 2 releases. We don't just focus on the tip of the spear. We are essentially the entire spear, right? We do the strategy piece, we advise, we build, we stick around to the very end. And actually, we have an operations and maintenance aspect to our business. So we're a complete life cycle. We're one of a handful of firms globally that actually do that.
When you go to clients and you work with them, do you use the existing suite of products that you have, and then you see which one is it predictive modeling, or is it Watson, or the other one? You go and say that, hey, we're going to use these products and this is how we're going to do it, or you go with them and you create products over a life cycle.
Right. So in GBS, we are completely product agnostic. So we don't just hawk IBM products and IBM Cloud and Watson and whatnot. We work with clients and find the best solution and the best product that serves their needs.
On average, how long does one of these projects last? And for MBAs, where do you usually place them? Only in the strategy part, or do they also go along with implementing?
Right. Okay. So an average project, so we do work kind of in an agile manner. So my typical MVP, if you guys are familiar with the term, minimum viable product, is anywhere from about 12 weeks. So that's about roughly what the first release would do. Anything sufficiently complex will take a minimum of 2 to 3 MVPs to kind of digitize something if it's a manual journey to kind of get it completely digitized. And so a project, and at any given time, in my portfolio, I probably have 9 to 12 projects that are ongoing. And then in terms of MBAs, no, we place them everywhere across all of those 3 growth platforms, wherever the person's abilities and skills match our needs.